Hello and welcome to our daily wrap on day 2 of the Betfred World Snooker Championship. Well, there's no crowd today, but Judd Trump was delighted to win his first round match in front of spectators.
Yeah, it was good for me. I felt very safe in there, and the layout was superb. It was nice to just have a few people in there. It felt like the atmosphere was still good in there, people still enjoying themselves, and it was nice to walk into a crowd being introduced as the world champion. So I'll be disappointed to be playing in front of no crowd now, but very happy that I got to experience the crowd today.
Yeah, how much did that mean to you? I know you had your family and a few friends here today, so I mean it was a chance that I suppose you wouldn't have had if this announcement had come a day earlier.
Yeah. I just got to be happy with I got the chance to do that, because a lot of players aren't going to get the chance to play out there in front of anyone. So very, very pleased to sort of got over the line in front of all my friends and family, and nice that they got to hear me introduced as the world champion live, and I'm sure that was sort of very special for them.
So Judd bidding to be the first time winner to defend his crown and avoid that crucible curse. He'll now play Yang Bingtao or Elliot Celso in the second round. Another former champion booked his place in round 2. It was Stuart Bingham.
It was weird yesterday. Say normally you get a round of applause coming out of an interval, but there was nothing even yesterday. So yeah, it just felt a bit weird. You had a few jeers here and there, but sort of today very echoey, and but maybe might have suited me down. Sort of how well I played. It was like a practice session. So.
Well, the quality didn't seem to have been affected on either of this morning's tables. I totted up. We had, between the two matches, we had 4 centuries and 11 half centuries. So I guess once you guys get to the table, you're focusing on the balls in front of you, and for most part of the match, I imagine you're not noticing too much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like sometimes the crowd helps you. It definitely gives you more adrenaline. People cheering and say like family and friends are getting behind you. So when there's nothing there, it seems more of a bit of a practice session. You sort of just play the shot in front of you. You're not thinking about the crowd or other things that are popping in your head.
Excellent quality so far between Mark Williams and Alan McManus. 2 old warriors, you've played both of them so many times. Any preference?
No, I'm just so happy to be in the second round. Mark Williams will be a great game. It'll be a bit more, maybe probably a game that I'm used to. Ashley was sort of, the ball's got a bit spread out. He obviously goes for his shots, but playing Alan or Mark, it'll be more of a tactical, and hopefully, come out on top. If I play like I did this morning, then got every chance.
Tonight there's just one match, but it's an absolute cracker. 3-time world champion Mark Williams versus Alan McManus to a finish. And talking of crackers, according to John Virgo on Sunday afternoon, we have the tie of the round.
Absolutely. Fastest player in the world playing the second fastest player in the world. I think it'll suit Ronnie, because he won't have to think about somebody slowing him down and somebody making it hard work, because Tip Chai will play a very similar game to Ronnie. It'll be quick fire, potting, break building. Should suit Ronnie down to the ground. Tip Chai and you has played a few qualifying matches. He's match sharp. How much practice Ronnie's been doing at home, I don't know. But the only thing you've got to remember is that Ronnie had a year out once and still come back and won the World Championship. So, as we would say in horse racing terms, he does well fresh.
Yeah, he certainly did that, didn't he? I put this question to Ronnie before, but he denied it. Don't you think Ronnie will actually wake up one day and think, I should have won more than 5 World Championships?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, and Ronnie knows that he could have won more, but the problem is, it's a hard game, snooker. It's an individual sport, a lot of travelling, and listen, we watch them when they're on the match table and we think, oh, that's great, I'd love to be there. But the hours of practice you've got to put in to have the finished product to be at the Crucible and whatever, that is the hard part. And I think that's what Ronnie, would like to find other things to do. We know he likes running and this, that and the other. It's just tough, all the practice. But I think when he goes out on that match table, then, you know, he's there to play. Although we've got to remember last year when he lost to James Cahill, who hasn't even qualified this year, that was probably the biggest shock ever at the Crucible. And I think it's only because in the early part of that match, and this can happen, once again, if you're not match sharp, you just take your opponent too lightly. And if you're all square or there's nothing in it going into that second session, anything can happen. He's got to stamp his authority early on, and particularly with a player of the quality of Tipchai on new. So, very interesting game, and to me, the pick of the first round matches.
Yes, that could be very quick, couldn't it? Ronnie O'Sullivan versus Tipchai on new. Right, that's it for the Daily Wrap. Enjoy the action from the Crucible. Stay in, watch snooker.
Betfred, proud sponsor of the World Snooker Championship.